What is going on, everybody? Mr. Z-Dog Swag here, coming to you with the color commentary post-com of the finals match between Inversify and Kim DC. Now, I will be totally honest, I have not seen this match at all, so you are watching it for the first time along with me if you haven't seen Inversify's side of the match. I know he has it uploaded, but I wanted to do a post-com color commentary just so I could have like a neutral party sort of a play on it. So looking at the teams here, I wasn't expecting Buffalon. In reality, I mean, I'm sure Kim BC prepped long and hard for this. He does have the Weavile, Infernape, Buffalon, Diancie, Decidueye, and Tentacruel. Yeah, that's a pretty scary team, especially since that Manaphy, the Decidueye and the Tentacruel are definitely there for that Manaphy. Then on Inversify's side of the field, we got the Slowking, Swallow, Marowak, Manaphy, Skarmory, and Sandslash. Inversify's team is fairly close to what he brought against me. And then Kim BC definitely has a little bit of a different team, especially with that Buffalon, like I said. So let's see. I'm trying to think of what they would have led here. I think that Kim BC would have led with his Infernape, because even if he can set up some Stealth Rocks, he can Will-O-Wisp something. I'm sure he's got knockoff for that Marowak. So we'll get into it real slow. We'll see what we do here. Wow, he actually goes right into the Buffalon turn 1. And then we got Stitches here, so let's see what they do. I'm not sure what Kim BC has in mind with this Buffalon lead. Wow, Inversify sets up the Agility turn 1. So, wow, so two setups turn 1. You usually don't set up turn 1, but they're going for it. So Mr. Natalie here. Oh wow, Baton Pass. I didn't know that that Swallow got Baton Pass. I'll be completely honest. Wow, he goes into Marowak. Wow, that's a big play right there. Let's see what Buffalon does here. EQ, and he takes out the Marowak. Wow, what a prediction on Kim BC's part. He is already in the driver's seat, one mon down, and Inversify hasn't even touched Kim BC yet. So now we got probably a whirlwind here from the Skarmory coming here. Wow, taunt. This Buffalon is going to take this finals match. Wow, then they got the counter. Okay, so Inversify is very limited as to what he can do here. So he is going to switch out. Maybe into Sandslash? Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, there's a Sandslash. What is Buffalon? What is he going to do? He sets up another Swords Dance. Oh my goodness. So let me see. How much speed would that thing have been running? You would have. I'm not exactly sure of the speed tiers of Skarmory and Buffalon. Skarmory's got some decent speed. I know Buffalon doesn't though, so he probably has to be running like a substantial amount of speed here. So I'm assuming that this is going to outspeed this one right here. He goes out of Sandslash. So he is +4 right now. He goes back into Skarmory. So maybe like a normal type move, like maybe a head charge or something like that. Goes for return. Yeah, that's pretty much the same. He's got the Rocky Helmet. So that's the first little bit of damage that this thing has even done to Kim BC's team. And we got the leftovers for Kim BC's Buffalon there. So let's see what he's going to do. He's going to go back for the taunt. I mean, he can't do anything else. He's going to try to Whirlwind here, I bet you. I guess for Toxic, I mean, it's not going to work. So there's really nothing he can do. He can set up another Swords Dance here, really, or he can make the prediction of him switching and going for another return. Yeah, he does go for another Swords Dance, trying to catch him off guard. But I mean, after this Swords Dance, he's going to be able to take him out with a return, I believe. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Is this going to be like a what is going on? Like, I was not expecting this. Buffalon coming out of nowhere, a free agent pickup from Kim BC. I think my computer froze. No, there we go. So he goes for counter. Goodness gracious, we got a +6, full HP, Bouffalant on the field, and Kim BC is down his Marowak. His Sandslash is in trouble. His Skarmory right here is in trouble. He doesn't have a switch in for this thing. He's going to switch out. He's going to take me out. Maybe, I'm assuming a return here. I don't see why you wouldn't go for a return. Goes for another taunt. So he probably read that switch pretty well. Maybe this Sandslash is running enough to be able to get, nope, not enough speed. Return is going to take it out. Wow. This Bouffalant, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, like, here comes Stitches. Probably gonna, I would say U-turn, but I mean, return does literally no damage. I'm sure we're gonna get another return here from, oh, we got the Focus Sash. So I'm assuming now he's gonna go for the Brave Bird, maybe? Yeah, I'm assuming he's going for Brave Bird right here. At least I would think so. Goes for a reversal, can't quite pick up the knockout though. So this Bouffalant's gonna get another kill. And wow, that reversal. I don't know what else it would have been used for. I mean, that reversal is max damage pretty much. I believe is it 200 base power when it's at 1 HP or whatever? I don't really see what else. I mean, he's hitting the Decidueye for nothing. This isn't hitting the Tentacool very hard. Infernape obviously would take some damage. I mean, the Weavile would die, pretty obviously. But I mean, Diancie, I don't think it would take too much damage. But let's see. So I'm assuming he's going to the Manaphy here. Oh wow! So my computer skipped. He goes for Surf and picks up the knockout. So now we go into the Decidueye here. And I'm assuming he's, yeah, I'm probably going to go into that Skarmory. But I'm sure Kim BC probably would have read this. Maybe a Spirit Shackle, maybe a Z-move, Spirit Shackle. Sinister Arrow Raid. You know, it goes for Spirit Shackle. Does get a crit, but doesn't do too much. If he goes for the Sinister Arrow Raid, ooh. Curse. Wow, what a set. What a set, man. So this Curse is doing 25% to this Skarmory, but I really don't think it's going to matter too much because he does have that Roost, as you can see. So unless he has Taunt here, maybe he has Taunt. No, he has Roost of his own. Maybe a Toxic here from the Skarmory, I'm assuming. Toxic misses. Wow, that stinks. That's kind of rough for Inversify there. I'm sure he really does have to Roost here. Yeah, he has to Roost here. He goes for the Spirit Shackle, not gonna pick up the knockout. He's got to go for Roost here. Give himself two more turns at least. He goes for Toxic and misses again. Oh my goodness, that's awful hacks. That's awful. And I think that Kim BC is gonna ride this Decidueye all the way to the end. I don't see anything. I mean, Manaphy and Slowking, Ice Beams, maybe. I don't think so, though. It does look very good for Kim BC here. I don't see. Okay, so wait, let me back up. Spirit Shackle. All right, so now he withdraws the Decidueye, which is an interesting play. He goes into Tentacool. I'm not quite sure what. He goes for Fire Blast, trying to get max damage, but it's not going to hit, which it wouldn't have done anything anyways, so it really doesn't matter that that one hit, but that really does stink. He knocks out the leftovers, and I'm sure a Psychic is coming out here. I don't see why not. Or Psyshock, yeah. I don't know if Psychic would have done any more, but that Psyshock, he's definitely gonna, I'm sure he's running some physical defense after that damage, looks like. But I mean, I would just stay in with Tentacool. Oh, he does gonna switch out. What is he going into? He's going to Diancie. Trying to take another Psyshock, I believe. Ooh, he makes the prediction, goes for Scald. He really did have to make that prediction. He goes for the skull, gets the burn, which is, I mean, that's redemption, man. I mean, you can't do any worse than missing 2 toxics. He goes for explosion, just kind of lets it go. Now, plot twist, he sets up a trick room. That'd be pretty nuts, but I don't think. No, I guess for Flyer Blast. Yeah, okay. So it's now a 4-0, but I mean, it really doesn't matter differential. So here he goes, gonna come in. I believe he's probably gonna go for a knockoff here, and then maybe like a dark Z move, the Black Hole Eclipse is it called? That'd be pretty cool to end it, end the first Gen 7. He goes for knockoff, and he goes and hang on a second. Okay, he goes for knockoff and picks off the Slowking. Sorry, my internet's a little bit slow right now. But he goes for knockoff, picks him off, and Manaphy is the last line of defense for Inversify, but it looks like that Kim BC is going to take his team, his 15-1 team that I was the only one to beat, and he's going to ride it all the way through. Ooh, the Z move coming out from Manaphy. Is there going to be a Hydro Vortex going to take out the Weavile, make it a little bit interesting, but I don't think it'd be too much. I don't think, unless he gets a freeze. Goes into the monkey. I'm sure he's going for close combat here and just gonna take this here. Focus Blast missed. Focus Blast misses. Hold on, guys. There's a chance. I don't see how, but Ice Beam freeze? No freeze, but he doesn't have the other move. So Spirit Shackle. Gosh, a freeze could win him the game. Oh my gosh, stop glitching. Dude, this is tense. Like, he could have Psychic for that Tentacruel too, and the Tentacruel is like only, if this will show up, I think it's only like 50-something%. He sets up a Tail Glow! He tried to go for the Sucker Punch. Ice Beam kills! No way! Are you kidding me? No way. Psychic? Does he have Psychic? Does he have room for Psychic? Are you kidding me? Psychic kills! Oh my gosh! Inversify just pulled that back. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow, I'm not gonna lie, that's Focus Blast miss. Did he seriously have nothing else? Like, okay, hang on, let's go back a little bit. He could have gone into the Tentacruel. Let's see, I think, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, Grass Knot, other move, like, I don't. This, I mean, okay, so if Infernape had Grass Knot, Kim BC would have won. If this thing would have had a Grass move, Kim BC would have won. If he would have brought this thing out before he brought anything else out, he probably could have gone for like a Sludge Bomb or something to get it low enough and then bring in his Decidueye. I don't know, like, that's, I don't believe it. Like, Inversify just totally, it's another Focus Blast. Another Focus Blast where he wins 1-0. I've been there before, Kim. I have been there before. Like, let's go to normal speed. So he goes for the sucker punch, which was bad idea. Sucker punch was a bad idea because he sets up the tail glow. Inversify sets up that tail glow like perfectly, and that was what allowed him to get that damage off and then take out. Oh my goodness. Let me see what the chat was saying. Wow, that's, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty crazy. This Buffalant about did Inversify in, man. That was too crazy. I don't believe that. That's absolutely nuts. I was not expecting this. After he was up, after his Buffalant died, I'm thinking, you know, he got 5 mons left. You know, what's the rest of his mons gonna do? I mean, especially with the Decidueye. I mean, I knew he had Ice Beam. Like, he had to have been running Ice Beam. But I figured the Decidueye would have won after these two were gone, or after everything else was gone. Because you got Fire Blast, Slow Thing, and then you got a Manaphy, which without a Tail Glow he would have taken an Ice Beam. So, wow, I can't believe that. That's absolutely crazy. Great job, Inversify, for joining me in the Have Beaten Kim BC squad. Goodness gracious, that was such a good match. Came down to the wire. Like, I thought he would have to get a freeze, but the sucker punch was what killed him. Literally. That's crazy. Wow. So season 4 of the CPBA is finished, and we are now ready to get going for season 5 of the CPBA. I might do a little bit of an update about season 5. The draft is on June 14th. I may or may not do a live for that, but if I do, then actually let me know if I should do like a live for the draft, just to see what people are doing, and maybe even like get a little bit of a, I don't know, some commentary for the draft or whatever. But I'm glad to have been a part of this season. I mean, I bounced back, and you know, I got to the final 3, and you know, I was glad to be even a part of this match. You know, that I could just post comment and you know, let both sides know how well they did, and you know, congratulate our new champion Inversify here. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like. Go to Inversify's channel. I'm sure he was flipping out over that, and you know, show some love to him. And I don't think ChimBC has a channel, but he might make one. I never know. So keep posted on that. But thank you guys for watching. CPBA Season 4 is over. Season 5 is on its way. So get looking forward to that. Get hyped for that. We thank you so much as Carolina Crawdons for being a part of us. And thank you. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.